I'm Liz Hauser, and if you're watching this, I'm sorry for your loss. I know what you're going through, and I know how it feels. I lost my dog, Bubba, when I was 8. He was my best friend. He slept in a room with me at night and kept me safe. I told him everything, and regardless of what I said, he listened to me and loved me. When he died, it left a huge hole in my heart, and I was sad for a very long time. When you love something that much, whether it's a dog, a cat, a horse, or any other type of animal, it's hard to let it go. In this guide, there will be interviews with kids just like you who have lost their pets and have had to find different ways to deal with their sadness. There will also be an interview with a pet loss specialist who will help you understand your loss and find different ways to remember your pet and celebrate its life. I will always cherish the memories I have of Bubba, and I hope this guide can help you do the same for you and your pet. To get a clear understanding of the ways in which we deal with grief when a beloved pet dies, I visited the veterinary teaching hospital at Colorado State University to speak with one of the nation's leading pet loss specialists.
My name is Gail Bishop. I'm the clinic coordinator for Colorado State University's Veterinary Teaching Hospital, and I work for the Argus Institute. The clinic program that I coordinate is providing emotional support to clients who are having to make difficult decisions on behalf of their companion animals. We might be working with the family, trying to help moms and dads talk to their children about the impending illness of their animal, and or if there's an emergency that comes in, we'll help with that as well.
Gail's years of experience helping families cope with the passing of a pet has given her a caring understanding of how kids, like us, view the death of our pets, and how we express the fears and the pain we are feeling depending on how old we are.
When you think about it, we're very dynamic creatures, and it's hard for us to be very sequential in any process, let alone a process that's as complicated as grief when we're dealing with a pet loss. So depending on the age of the child, they may experience loss very differently.
Jewel had a bad bellyache and she had to be put down. I felt really sad.
Well, my dog's name was Tycho. He passed away because of cancer.
So a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old may have a fear that when their animal is in the ground, for instance, if they bury their dog or cat or guinea pig, they may fear that they will not get enough food, that they won't be able to breathe properly, that they'll be lonely, that they'll be cold. So they may have those type of fears associated because they don't understand that actually the body is no longer alive.
Me and my daddy were getting wood to make my tree house. And then he died. And that's so sad. Because he's my favorite dog.
They may not be able to, really talk or articulate their feelings, so they may want to draw pictures, they might want to tell a story, they may want to act out their feelings. Children a lot of times will use toys to express themselves, and that's a perfect way to express their feelings if they can't really get to the heart of what's going on.
It says, Dear Tycho, I am sad that you are sick. I will never forget you. So happy because I got the stuffed animal, Tanuk, and he still makes me happy.
It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 5 years old or 15, we all experience pain when our pet dies. But if you are older, your experience will probably be different from a younger brother, sister, or friend.
Typically, a 10-year-old would start to understand that death is final. And their fears tend to be more surrounding the fact that if Fluffy can die, perhaps my best friend can also die, or my mother could die. So their fears are a little bit different and a little bit more congruent with their age.
I had a horse, and her name was Azizi. She was a quarter horse Arabian mix. About 5 years ago, she colicked. So I was at home from school. It was probably around 4:30 in the afternoon, and one of my neighbors, who's also a close friend of mine, actually came over and let me know that she just wasn't looking good.
My name is Andrew. I'm 15. When I lost Elvis, I was very, very sad. I felt very lonely, very alone, because I didn't really have that best friend to help me anymore. When I would come home, he would be at the door to greet me, and he just wasn't there.
It only took them a little bit of time to really realize that it was just a little too late. They said that even a surgery probably wouldn't be able to fix it. Her intestines had twisted too much, and so it was just a very sudden event.
One of my New Year's resolutions that year was that I didn't want Elvis to die alone. So I think subconsciously, yeah, I did know that he was going to die this year. I just didn't know exactly when.
An older child might be able to talk about their feelings, and hopefully they'll have a safe person within their inner circle, whether it's mom or dad or brothers or close friends, that they can share their feelings with. So I guess the best advice is not to keep their pain inside, but to somehow express it.
No matter what type of pet you had or how they died, no matter how old you are or when you knew that they were gone or going to die, it's hard. It makes sense for you to feel sad. They were a big part of your life. Talking about your feelings can help. I know how difficult it is to let your family and friends know everything you are feeling, but remember, they love you and they are there to help you understand and cope with the death of your pet.
I think the biggest thing that helped me cope with the loss was being able to talk it through with friends and family, making sure we were sharing our feelings not only with ourselves but with each other, and just trying to stay open as a family. Another thing that really helped was talking to friends of mine, especially those who had their own horses and really were able to relate to what I might be going through. It was good to have some distraction, but not to completely try to ignore the problem.
The lovely thing about, if I can use that word, about losing a beloved animal that has meant so much to you is that you have an opportunity to celebrate that individual's life and what they meant to you.
Remembering the good times really helped me cope. I mean, I have occasionally thought, oh, he's gone, but then I realized, hey, he may be gone, but I had all these great times with him before he left.
He's in my heart, in my nuts, and my feelings.
Find ways to remember the fun things about your pet. Remember, funny stories that maybe weren't funny at the time, but now you can look back and laugh at them. Some of the fun qualities about your pet or little quirks they had.
Sometimes when we're playing, we look up and we haven't turned the light on, but the fan's on. Then we look up and the light's on, and I'm like, me or Caden are like, hey, Tycho turned on the light.
There are lots of ways to remember your pet. No matter what you choose, it will help you to celebrate their life and feel good about all the gifts of love and cherished memories they gave to you.
We keep pictures and a footprint of her.
We did several special things. We got the book Dog Heaven, and we dipped his paws in paint and put paw prints all along the inside of the front cover. And we'd made up a song for him when I was younger, and we wrote the song about him on the inside of the front cover.
I named the star after him because he made a little name tag and he colored it in with stickers on it, and then there was a glow-in-the-dark star, and it had a little poem above it, and then you just counted to 20, and it turned the lights off, and it glowed in the dark.
We also put together a shadow box, which is kind of a nice way to keep track of some physical memories of her that we had. We had a horseshoe and some of her fur and some mane and tail clippings from her that we had. It really just helped to have something to hold on to and kind of just a nice memorial to her, I guess.
By sharing our feelings with you about pet loss, I hope you understand that you aren't alone. We have our pets and share our lives with them because they give us so much in return. They protect us, they listen to us, and they love us. I understand how sad you are. You will always remember and love your special pet. While no pet can ever take its place, there will be different and special pets that can fill the other corners of your heart, just like Hagrid has done for me. I'd like to thank the Davidson Institute for sponsoring the Young Scholars Ambassador Program. They provided the inspiration for this project and the training needed to complete its many stages. For more information about the Davidson Institute and to learn more about pet loss, please visit my website at childpetloss.com.